Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and with the streak of consecutive 7-win finishes in the standard events officially behind us, we can move on to playing some nonsense that I was too nervous to play when the streak was on the line. This is Invoke Calamity Burn. It's a mono-red burn deck built around a new card from the new set, Invoke Calamity. 1 red instant at rare. You may cast up to 2 instant and or sorcery spells with total mana value 6 or less from your graveyard and or hand without paying their mana costs. If those spells would be put into your graveyard, exile them instead. Exile Invoke Calamity. So we're going to use it to flash back a bunch of burn spells and go face. But if we absolutely need to control the board and play a longer game, we can use it to flash back sweepers like burn down the house or make devils with them, whatever we feel like. The rest of the deck is basically built around this idea that we're going to totally roast our opponent. We've got 4 copies of Thermo Alchemist, which are the creature that plays best with Invoke Calamity since it casts 3 spells. That's 3 triggers from the Alchemist. We've got Bloodthirsty Adversary. This card just smashes in and gets all kinds of damage done. A card that may not fit is March of Reckless Joy. It's possible that this should be Reckless Impulse, but I like the idea of digging for those final burn spells to finish the opponent. It goes a little bit deeper than the Reckless Impulse possibly can, but we can't cast it off Invoke Calamity, and we can't cast it off Bloodthirsty Adversary the same way that we can with Reckless Impulse. So, am I sure about March of Reckless Joy? Absolutely not. This is like a light up the stage that makes us exile a card from our hand. The idea of using it to find the final burn spells that we need or find an Invoke Calamity sounds very good to me, but I am not convinced that we should use it over Impulse, but it is a new card, so we're going to test it thoroughly in this video. Look at all my cosmetic red cards. What happened to me? Anyway, we've got Igneous Inspiration, so we've got some Wishboard. I've got a bunch of start from scratch just because they can go face, but also because they're red. So just having a red card in your hand to exile to March of Reckless Joy is often one of the best uses of the lesson, at least in theory. Chandra Dressed to Kill, 4 of that gorgeous Planeswalker here to help ramp us into the 5 mana spot, to cast the Burn Down the House, to cast the Invoke Calamity, to kick the Bloodthirsty Adversary. It's not really kicker, but you know what I mean. To kick the Royal Eruption, actual kicker. So yeah, we're going to roast face and hope our opponent doesn't play anything with a toughness of 4 or greater, and if they do, I hope we have Burn Down the House early and often. But otherwise, face is the place. It's classic burn. It's here on the channel. We're going to see if we get to 7 wins. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Nib. More ninja avatar wielders. Right off the bat. Usually if they have a new avatar and a new fish thing, they're going to be playing a pretty hot deck. So, probably not going to be life gain, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, that's kind of a worse nightmare if they are in fact like mono green. I mean, I'm tempted to just burn face the whole way. They might play a pack leader, though, so this could be worth 4 damage overall. Ranger class, okay. So the troll is about to happen. And we all know the troll is the end of the game. It's like weird hiccups. You seeing this? I mean, we're going face. This deck needs to empty its hand, then it needs to draw Invoke, and then it needs to Invoke and win. And that's about all there is to it. Right? Another Ranger class. And a Brawl, so no more bloodthirstiness. Dressed to Kill, huh? Well, they might be able to kill it, but if they can't, we get some damage out of it.
You know what's great at this?
Alright, half dead.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
Toski? It's a weird one. And now they can attack my face and draw a card, or they can attack Chandra. Yeah. Well, we pulled Calamity, but we can't cast it because we don't have the land. Calamity's really close, though. March of Reckless Joy looking a little cringe here, but I guess we can do this. I guess now we are playing light up the stage.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
There's our land. Did it. And now we can invoke next turn. And they're at 6, and they're dead. Unless they gain life. Oh my god, that worked out really good. Reckless Impulse couldn't have done that because it would have cost 2 mana. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? Dude, scary matchup for sure. Scary matchup for sure. But looks like we're gonna get around it.
Wow, not even a gift bag.
We invoke Calamity. Opponent's chilling on the stack. Would you like to play a Snakeskin Veil? Yo face. You didn't think this was gonna work, did ya? None of you believed. Even freaking Steven. Awesome. Calamity indeed. Uninstalled and reinstalled Arena. I've uninstalled audio drivers, reinstalled them. I've done everything I can think of to stop glitchy music. So if it happens from this point forward, make sure you timestamp me in the comments, because the only thing I've got left is to buy a new computer. Everybody who's suggested things that it could be that would fix it has been wrong so far. And there seems to be no real solution. Okay. Nice and snappy. I think we have to try to control this board, but let's see if they have an Ass Pirate. Okay, what does that mean? They have Sentinel or something? I think I just take this. I might have something better to target. Nothing? Alright, well. We'll try to kill it. We killed it. No Valorous Stance. This lets us get our Alchemist down. The opponent may have Brutal Cathar or Skyclave Apparition, but that's fine. We have lots of ways to roast those. Alright, I'm gonna try this Alchemist first, because if this Alchemist lives, we get more damage from roasting the Apparition. This gives them an attack. They didn't have Valorous Stance before, so I doubt they have it now. They have a weird hand. It's not doing much. That's a good draw. Curves pretty well here.
I won't stop fighting till the people are safe again. Watch me heat up.
Bang, bang, bang. Well, I'm loving that. That was a really fun sequence. We get a 2/2, your creature dies, we have a Planeswalker. How many Skyclave Apparitions do you have? If they had another one, it wouldn't surprise me. It would explain why their hand is so weak. They have a Brutal Cathar. What are they going to target with their Brutal Cathar? Okay, they think I'm out of burn. I'm not out of burn. If you believe I have another burn spell, you target the 2/2. If you believe I don't, then you target the Alchemist. Nice, nice, nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is awesome. We'll go get Start from scratch. We'll plush the Chandra.
Let's bring things up to a simmer.
There's the voice line. I was waiting for it. Then we will off the Aspirant. All of them roasted. And we will attack because we are the burn deck. Eventually we will damage you. Okay, that's what they've been holding back on. That's scary. That is scary. Face is the place? Okay. No respect for Chandra. Calamity? No way. No way. That's just messed up.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
Oh my goodness. Let's get a little of this. Point it right there. Let's get a little of this. Point it right there. Oh my goodness. Trigger, trigger. In response, I will ping and ping. Why not? More red cards, I guess. They burn things. Everything dies. Oh, that felt good. Okay, ripping Invoke the Calamity off the top is better than Char, you old school burn mages. That looks good. That looks good. We'll keep on top for burning down the frickin' house. I destroyed them. Mono white has been completely obliterated, and I'm loving it. Flyp9. That's a name you can have. We actually have no spells that burn, which makes me a little scared of this hand, but we do have March of Reckless Joy and Invoke Calamity that we can exile if we need to. And we have the Thermo Alchemist, which is a very important card, and our deck's full of things that kill stuff. And of course they're playing some kind of a ninja deck where if we had a shock they'd be dead, but we don't, so they're fine. Of course that's what's going on. What a load. Okay, okay. They didn't ninja me. I would have had a creature, though. They have Soaring Thought Thief, maybe? Let's go for this. Resolves. Do we have removal spells in deck? Siphon Insight. That will probably find my removal spell. I bet they cast an Igneous Inspiration on my Thermo Alchemist. Oh! Okay. Let's see how... I mean, that's not going to serve them that well. That's just 1 damage and 1 temporary mana a turn. It's okay. There's our burn spell. There's our burn spell. Now, how do we play it? I think we want to get our own Chandra onto the field while they're tapped low.
Yeah, I'm basically a professional.
Ping?
In a stride by now.
Nah, face. Alright.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
I could exile the Invoke Calamity to the March of Reckless Joy and exile 2 cards, but then I have to play them next turn. I don't think that's great. I think we chill. We have a Royal Eruption now, and we have this in the graveyard that we can cast with Invoke. Plus, the opponent might mill like a burn down the house, and then Invoke casts those things. I do suspect they're going to counter something at some point, though. Getting Calamity countered could be brutal. Alright, they're going face.
Heat up the dance floor.
How about the Windrobber? Does the Windrobber go face? The opponent is splitting their decisions. They don't seem like a ninja deck. They just seem like a, hey, cards that annoy people deck. What's left of rogues? Never mind, I know nothing. I know nothing. What are they going to get? My adversary? Oh, they're just going to kill my Chandra. That's a no. That's bad. Now we can't invoke Calamity.
Party's over.
And I can't kill this thing? Unless I hit something off March, which is very bad. I feel like if I don't kill this thing now, I'm going to lose. So I guess we do have to march. Alright, so we need to hit something that will damage it. So top 2, something that does damage to this for 1 mana. Fail. Oh, not good. Not good at all. Okay, well, we chill. Maybe we block with the Alchemist? All they do is get I guess they get another Chandra, who cares? But I am getting a little bit clowned here. We have a long way to go to deal them a lot of damage. Basically, we haven't had anything in the right spot at the right time. I should have killed this Wind Robber now, I suppose. Path of Peril. Their deck is so weird. We do this now just to get the extra point off the Alchemist. They might have a counter? If they countered this, I'd be fine with it. Okay, burn down the houses there. 2 cards we can't cast. We can't cast both next turn. We have to choose. It definitely feels like they're going to counter me. We're down to 11 and falling. Yeah, they must have a counter to do that in the face of burn down the house. All right, we need the burn down to happen next turn then, I guess. Yep, Gigabrain. Okay. Not quite dead though. And they're down to 1 card. Is it also negate?
Let's bring things up to a simmer.
I mean, they might hit a burn spell here. 3 damage is all they need. They've played my deck better than I have. Could have done this trigger first, right? Okay. Well, nope. I guess they have to choose targets first. Okay. Here we go. Could play around a Jawari. They have Snowlands. They have Blood on the Snow. They don't have a Jawari. The number 6 is lovely.
It's not as bad as it looks. It's so dark out.
All right. 3 points of burn off my deck with your Siphon Insight. Nope, not yet. Just Lulth. Just a lot of menace power. Or not. Weird choice.
Hatred lives.
Weird choice. Well, if they're not going to make the spiders, if they're going to pay life and draw cards, we should go after their face, right? So should we do that with the 1/1s? No, let's wait till they play a creature. We can send Den at them. What if they kill the Den, though? That's really bad. That's really bad if they kill the Den. But we have to kill them somehow. And what do you suppose they have here? Play with fire? Alright. I've decided. We're going to make 1/1s. Okay, it's not an instant. Whatever they got. Must be like a land. I want the opponent to keep paying life. Or if they make the spiders, I want it to kill the Lulth. Yeah, I don't want the Lulth left over if they make the spiders. We could also just royal the thing.
You've guaranteed an early death.
God, do we kill this Lulth? You know what? We're in a grind. These cards can't be that good. Let's kill the Lulth. They might have a Blood on the Snow, though. Oh, that's true. That's so true. But Blood on the Snow right now could also get back Zareth. Alright. We kill the Lulth. I hate it. I do hate it.
I return to the abyss.
We're too low on life. We can't... We would have just been in so much trouble if they had made spiders that... We could have burned down the house to kill it all, of course, but then we wouldn't have the devils. We wouldn't have any board presence, which is kind of the problem we keep having. We haven't been able to get on the board. That last card is a Blood on the Snow, isn't it? Isn't it? Another Path of Peril. Wow. And the last card they have is a card they took from me. That is not a lethal one. They could have played it there. What in my deck is like that? God, I don't even know. And now there's pause, but there wasn't last turn, so it's like 3 mana instant. Is it March? It might be March. That would be the 3rd March, but who? I mean, that's one of the. No, that would have had stick last turn too. It's Invoke Calamity for Path of Peril. Oh my gosh, our opponent is a maniac. Okay, that was it. We figured it out. It took a minute, but we figured it out. I guess I hold this in case we want to loot with a Igneous Inspiration. Please keep flooding. You're giving me a chance and I appreciate it. Darn it. Magic Missile. We sit. They sit. Thermo Alchemist. We sit. Now they kill it. They have something that can target a creature. I mean, they're gonna kill it. Oh, okay. That's fine. To the top? No! Not like this. Oh, that's a good one, too. Okay. Igneous Inspiration off the top, please. Off the top. Eye Twitch, no! March of Reckless Joy. That could get very interesting next turn. Man, the sooner I kill this, unfortunately for me, the sooner they, like, get Mascot Exhibition, right? So we're gonna March this turn. I guess I should I play the land there? Okay, I'm gonna March for 4. So we have a selection of 4 cards. Alright, alright, alright. Come on, baby. Rogue class. Whenever a creature you control deals damage, exile the top card of that player's library face down. You may look at it. Level 2, creatures have menace. Level 4, you may cast cards exiled with rogue class. True scrub material right here. Like the scrubbiest of scrub material. People, there are people who actually believe rogue class is good. What do you think it is? Does it kill me? They need to get to level 4 to kill me. If we see them just go level here, nope. Can't be that good. Alright, let's see some burn spells, baby. They're gonna try to draw Negate. They failed. Ooh, double Igneous and Magic Missile, and we have 8 lands. 8 lands. But we don't need to cast all of it. We have the Alchemist. We don't want to play one of these. We want to play these. See, we're going to have 2 more mana. I guess I may as well grab this and not die. Just in case. But it does cast another spell if we come up 1 short, but we're not going to. Kill it. March is proving itself. We marched our way out of the darkness and into a victory. Leaf. We're fighting Leaf. All right. We're doing a good job having Thermo Alchemist. I think we drew all of them in that last game before one stuck around to deal the lethal damage. Uh-oh, green on the draw. That is very bad for us. Last time, though, they didn't have a pack leader. Okay. As long as they have creatures we can always kill, we'll be fine. Alright, no old growth trolls. None. They don't exist. Oh my god. What is happening? Alright. So they might have Snakeskin Veil, which would be sad, but we go for it. That is a huge draw, too. Like, this curve is actually working out better than I deserve. resolves. Yes. Yes! We're gonna burn up some devils next turn, probably. There is our feared card, but it comes a little later. We don't have to be as afraid of it right now. We've got the tempo advantage, we've got the Planeswalker, we've got a March of Reckless Joy. We are gamers. This is what we do here. Let's make some devils and get jiggy with them.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
I know that there's a pause for that trigger, I'm just not used to it, it scares me. Alright, do we attack? I think we do. I think we just go for it. Every inch, every moment, we go for the lethal. They don't have a lot of life gain in green. And the idea is to invoke Calamity and get more devils and play with fire as soon as we have another land. Alright, they got another critter. Okay, another Ranger class. Is their last card a Blizzard Brawl? Doesn't look like it. Not blocking.
You want to dance?
Another Calamity. Let's roll.
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
If I cast this and then, can I cast the other Play with Fire? Let me cast 2 instants with 6 or less. Let's see. Let's view our graveyard. There's 2 plays with fire and another invoke Calamity. I want to see if this works. I think this works. Dude, so cool. So freaking cool. I'm king of the world! Yeah! And then some. Still had all these devils. Okay, this is probably the type of hand we have to mull. It just doesn't do anything for too long. This is not a great hand either. But at least we have a play with fire and a couple Chandras. Putting Invoke on the bottom is scary. But yeah, this will probably be our first loss with another 5-drop off the top. That has lifelink and must die. I guess we're not out of the game completely. We can still go Chandra into burn down. We just have nothing here on turn 2, and that's really bad. And that's a good card. That might kill the Chandra.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno. Give a toast? I'd love to.
So, boo. Big boo. Not cool, dude. Alright, we're gonna need to draw another land. This is getting bad quickly. Okay, we've got the land. Do we put out the Chandra to divert attention? Or do we take it all to the face? If the opponent plays... God, if they actually have an Elite Spellbinder, that's so bad, but I'm gonna put this out there anyway. Just a little life gain card here. No big deal.
Watch me heat up the dance floor.
No big deal. Oh, that paid off. That paid off.
Oh, why?
It's okay, Chandra. I will avenge you. Shuffler's fine. I don't think they saw that coming. Alright, can we completely turn this game around? Okay. Adversary. We invoke. Let's just try to turn this thing completely on its head. I attack you for 9. That's a lethal swing next turn if you don't do something. Brutal Cathar, be brutal. Big surprise. Alright, come on, draw a burn spell. Get me a burn spell. March of Reckless Joy. I could off the Bloodthirsty Adversary. Actually, they have to chump, right? If we play this Adversary and pump it, even with nothing in the graveyard, they have to block. Because it's 9. And then they have this, and we're at 5, and we probably win. It's too bad I have nothing to get with this, but it works. I mean, they can trade it with a dev. No, that doesn't work. That is a very bad block. You don't want to block that way, mono white. Death before chumping. Awesome. 5 wins. 0 losses. Never didn't have it. I really thought that last game was going to be our first loss, but Burn Down the House brought it. The opponent definitely overcommitted with those Skyclave Apparitions. A little, what do we say, toilet gaming mono white? Just not paying that much attention to board state. Not respecting Burn Down the House. I guess they didn't see it coming. And, yep, we've got the Alchemist, so I guess we'll keep it. We're going to start the game up 2 cards on our opponent, so we'll take any 1-for-1 trade we can get. And just run them out of stuff. Overgrown Farmland. I'm worried it's Enchantments. Enchantments is a deck I'm not sure I can beat. Okay. No turn to Enchanty Creature-y thing. That's good. There's an Enchanty Creature-y thing, but it's not the one I'm afraid of. And they miss land. Wow. The gods are with us today. Dude, just slam things up to a simmer. Slamming Chandra on turn 3 has felt so good. Even when she dies to Skyclave Apparition, you know? Just having that 3-mana Planeswalker. Uh-oh. Well, that has to die. That definitely has to die. Once the runes get going, they don't stop going. We are invoking Calamity, but... So, we could play both this Igneous Inspiration and Magic Missile off the Invoke the Calamity this turn, but we get a lot more value if we play them from the graveyard. Okay. I think we gotta get this dead. Ah, God, should I just invoke Calamity and kill both? And they have no bodies on the field? And then I have no hand. That can't be great. I mean, I guess I have inspiration into something. I think we're patient here. I think being patient is the best plan. It's tough, though.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
We grab the 2-mana play, just not that we need the land, but we get extra damage with the Alchemist. And who knows, 2 life might not be the worst thing to ever happen to us. Announcement? Okay, we can clean up this board. That's pretty good, too. So what are we doing? We'll do 1 damage. We'll shoot a Magic Missile.
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
And we'll play the adversary, because we plan to exile most of our graveyard anyway, and getting the 2 damage now is very good. They're pretty close to dead. It's totally fine. And when this deck gets to like get a leg up, you know, put its foot on the gas, it's a very dangerous deck. All right, they've got it. They've got a very powerful lifelinker coming along, but it's not going to matter. They're about to get their face completely incinerated.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
Yep, this to there, and this to there, and there, and there, and there, I guess, whatever. I guess that's how it works. I don't have to click 3 times. This would have been so satisfying. And this. And this. Kiss of death. Absolutely incinerated. Mom spaghetti. We're going for 7-0. If you only had 1 shot, 1 opportunity, did you capture it? Or just let it slip? Yo. Oko abs on the draw. We've got our alchemist. We got 2 play with fires if they come out swinging. We keep. We definitely keep. They're communing with the spirits. All right. We're going to take out their naturalist or whatever their 2-drop is. Hopefully they don't have a lot of good ones. Right now I don't have a good answer to the Runeforge champion, though. That is scary. They keep Rune of Might. Okay. Well, we've got all the burn answers. Just keep their stuff dead. We need to somehow get the alchemist down and keep their stuff dead. This sequence is going to go well. We just go to the face. Don't let them ever pull off any lifelink shenanigans. Lifelink rune, I'm sure. If they get a different rune, it's because they already have a lifelink rune in hand. Yep. So they have... So at least 3 of their hand is runes, almost certainly. If only Royal Eruption were an instant and we could blow them out when they try to enchant that creature, but alas. We do what we can. What we want to see are the runes of shame, when they have to start spending their turn casting runes on lands to draw cards and try to get a better hand. That's when we know we're doing it right. And this alchemist is just gonna ping away. But I'm holding my burn spells until I'm sure I can burn them out. I'm not casting Play with Fire just to scry unless I really need it. There's the naturalist. Will they go for it? Will they try to put a rune on this naturalist? They will not. They're too smart. They're big brain. That's okay. Ready for the next thing. Showdown. Okay. So, do I make 2 1/1s? Do I make 2 1/1s? How badly do we need to burn down the house here? Pretty badly. This is the problem. They're going to have a million +1/+1 counters. So I don't think I make the 1/1s. I think I'm casting Invoke Calamity. Or I'm just casting this burn down. If I draw a... I can cast burn down and play with fire if I invoke Calamity. So, let's hold. I'm going to get punished if I top deck a land, but... Okay. Okay. Interesting. So, from my hand, we choose the burn down. 3 devils. From my graveyard, we choose the play with fire. Get rid of the visitor. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Half dead. Half dead. I could have cast the burn down alone that turn, but that would let the visitor stay on the battlefield. And that's very scary. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this is the lifelink rune. It's the Rune of Might. This is probably the lifelink rune. We said that they had it, and they've been holding it. This is huge. If it's the lifelink rune, we probably can't win. It's not the lifelink rune. I'm not blocking. Hold on. Put a little stop on the upkeep. We might need to play with fire on our upkeep here to try to get this 9 damage dealt and get a scry to the top. If we do that, it takes Invoke Calamity off the table, though. Oh, man. So there's another burn down the house. 6, 7, 8 is not 9. Invoke the Calamity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Invoke the Calamity is a lethal draw, but not if I use the play with fire now. But I have to draw something good, right? Or we lose the game next turn. So we're not gonna play around like the 3 of, okay? Nope, not good enough. Still deal 1. Draw. Fringe. Do we hold blocking? This is probably going to be far too big for us to stop, but if we hold everybody back, we could win next turn. If they don't hit lifelink. If they hit lifelink, the game just ends on the spot. A land. That's all they had to show me. That was close. We made a game of it. Ichiju. Opponent goes first again? Fine. This hand doesn't have an Alchemist, but has a Chandra and a Burn Down. And I guess the Royals will come online on turn 2. But if they go 1-drop, 2-drop, we're way behind. And we're playing green again? That's not good. 2 marches. We might end up exiling a march to a march. Okay, that plays around removal perfectly. Things are bad. Things are really bad. They couldn't be a lot worse. Okay, they're playing something weird. Well, it still can't be good for us. Still can't be good. You may exile any number of red cards from your hand, 2 less. Exile the top X, you may play up to 2. So we can pay this for 1 and not exile a card, but I think we definitely want to exile a card. So we pay 3. And we choose you, I think. This is the fun thing about March, is you can do it on the opponent's end step and set up, like kind of set up your turn. Like so. All right, so we magic missile them, I guess. We could also play a Chandra and try to set up for a burn down the house, but I'm not sure what comes next. We should probably just deal damage to their face. If their deck is slow, like really slow, maybe this is just all face all day. Never mind. I don't know what I'm up against, but it's not going to be slow enough.
Cower before the elements.
And that's 6 loyalty, so we can't even burn down the house? I don't know what I'm playing against at all, but I'd hate it. 6 loyalty. I mean, do we burn this? They're going to tempo us out. We're not going to get there. So I guess we do?
Not test me.
This is not good. We're going to need burn down the house to make devils and for those to deal enough incidental damage to keep us in the game. They have 2 bank busters. That's not particularly great. We'll play our Chandra. They probably have Bind the Old Gods, but that takes all their turn to play.
Great at dispelling darkness. Watch me heat up the dance floor.
Here it comes.
No after party.
It's a land.
Knocked out.
Playing into a sweeper a little bit, but we need to deal all this damage. We really do. Nissa Bankbusters. I'm still wondering what is going on here. But they have a grindy-ish plan, and that's good for us because it gives us the time we need to damage their face. I am assuming they use blood on the snow, hence the snowlands. I'm also, like, who doesn't play Meat Hook Massacre, right? They draw again. Oh, that's good for us. Tragic loss. All right, hopefully no Meat Hook, because if it's blood on the snow, they're just going to die to the devils. How does the stack work with Meat Hook here? We win, right? Because our triggers resolve first, because they're the active player? We're about to find out. Yep, theirs go on first, ours go on second. Ours resolve first. Oops, indeed. Wow. We really pulled this one off, huh? Burn down the frickin' house, baby. Don't leave home without your devil tokens, kids. That was hot. I've waited this whole video to say that. Okay. We'll go right into the post-game wrap. We went 7-1 using Invoke, Calamity, Burn. If you have been waiting for burn decks to make a comeback, Invoke Calamity and Burn Down the House seem to be the gas that it needs. You do have to get up to 5 mana, which can lead to some clunky draws, but I think it's totally worth it, and it really pays off. The marches are... I think March proved itself. I think it's just a lot more flexible than Reckless Impulse. So if you want to, I think you can craft the marches for the deck. I think it's the right move for this specific deck to play March of Reckless Joy. And Bloodthirsty Adversary didn't actually kick to cast spells much, but that can also be a very powerful 5-mana play. The deck really needs 5 mana. You've got Invoke Calamity, you've got Burn Down the House, you've got Kicking the Bloodthirsty Adversary, but those 5-mana plays are so powerful, they give the burn deck more oomph than it would normally have. So I endorse it. I think that you can get plenty of gold with it. You're going to have some very tough matchups with enchantments, so if that tilts you too much, don't play it, but I think this deck is a jam, so enjoy. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.